When it comes to Freedom Notes, one of the first decisions you'll make is income track or growth track. A lot of people aren't sure which one is right for them, and that's completely normal. They serve different goals. This video explains both clearly so you can walk into your first conversation already knowing what direction makes sense for you. First, here's what doesn't change between the two tracks. Same investment, same real estate backing, same security behind your capital, same terms. The only difference is when and how you receive your returns. That's really all it is. On the income track, we pay you every quarter. That's cash deposited to your account 4 times a year. Steady, predictable, and on schedule. You can spend it, save it, reinvest it somewhere else. It's yours to do whatever you want with it. The income track is for the person who wants to see and feel their investment working. For someone who's building cash flow to supplement or eventually replace their active income. For someone who wants that quarterly deposit to land and know their money is doing its job without any effort on their part. It's also a great fit for anyone who simply likes having tangible proof that their investment is performing. Something they can point to every 3 months and say, yes, it's working exactly like it's supposed to. One of our investors described Freedom Notes as the true set it and forget it investment. He started on income track, watched his distributions land every single quarter exactly when they were supposed to. And he liked it so much, he opened a second account. That's the income track doing exactly what it's designed to do. Steady, reliable, and hands-off income. On the growth track, we hold those quarterly payments and let them compound inside your note. Compounding means your earnings start generating their own returns. And that process builds on itself every single quarter. At the end of your term, you receive your full original investment, plus all of the accumulated interest. It's more at maturity in exchange for not taking distributions along the way. The reason compounding is so powerful is that it requires time. The longer your money stays in compounds, the more meaningful the outcome becomes. Growth track is for the person who says, I don't need this income right now. I want to let it work as hard as possible, and I'm willing to wait to receive it. A lot of our growth track investors describe it as planting a tree. You're not looking for shade today. You're building something for the future, and you're choosing an environment where the conditions are set to help it grow. Growth track is also especially popular with investors using self-directed retirement accounts because you're already in a tax advantage environment. You don't need current income from the investment, and letting the compounding run inside that account maximizes both the growth and the tax benefit at the same time. There's 3 investment tiers. Tier 1 starts at $25,000, Tier 2 starts at $100,000, and Tier 3 starts at $250,000. The higher the tier, the higher your return rate. And growth track always earns a higher rate than the income track at the same tier because you're letting your money stay and compound rather than pulling it out quarterly. Overall, returns range from 8% all the way up to 14%, depending on your tier and your track. When you talk to our team, they walk you through exactly what rate applies to your situation. The goal of that conversation is to find what actually fits your life, your timeline, and your goals, how much you want to invest, and not to push you toward any particular option. And here's something very important to know. You're not locked in permanently. At the end of each 12-month term, you can switch tracks, move up a tier, or adjust your investment. Many investors start at a smaller amount to get comfortable. They see how the process works, they get to know our team, and then they grow their position when they're ready. That's a very natural progression, and we see it constantly. Your first term is really just the beginning of the relationship. And with every renewal, you can shape it to fit wherever your life and your goals are at that point. In one of our next videos, we talk about what actually backs your investment, the real assets behind the notes, and why that matters for your security. When you're ready to figure out which track and tier fits your goals, go to chatwithfreedom.com. No obligation and no pressure. We'll hop on a call and walk through it together. I hope this was helpful, and I hope we have the opportunity to work together.